Welcome to another try on wig haul. I'm actually time for a breather, and in this week's video I am trying on some super cheap Amazon wigs, so let's get into it. First up guys, we have this 28-inch long ombre moment going on. It's like I would say an actual dark gray into like an actual silvery white. This is not black and this is not brown. This is like a true like charcoal, which I love. I love the whole cool toneness of it, and I love the texture this comes with, this wave pattern. Very, very pretty, hella long. You know, I love me some long wigs here. And of course we have some bangs, so we don't have to worry about the whole hairline moment showing or anything. Now this one does have 3 combs in the wig cap, so that is super nice. Always love that. And it does have a pretty fairly realistic hairline on it, so that's also nice. But let me pop this one on and see if I can live my storm dreams out here. Now of course Amazon prices fluctuate all the time. However, I did get this one for $9.99, so not a bad deal. All right guys, so first of all, ignore the whole bangs going on here. They are definitely not straight, which is annoying. So I definitely have to flat iron those, but just ignore them for now. Now this wig is already getting somewhat tangly. It's not shedding super badly, so that's really nice. The only thing is I do have a smaller head, and sometimes like the wig caps will actually come down and like hit my ear. Like there's no way to put it behind the ear. So this is like a slightly big wig cap, mostly because it's not like a straight wig cap. It like indents a little bit here and then goes down, and those little like corners are catching my ear, so that's kind of annoying. But aside from that, I really do love this color. I love the length of it on me. This is like if I was able to grow my hair to any length, this I think is what I would want. Just like slightly below the boob, super ultra femme and pretty. Just love the whole fantasy of it. There does seem to be some sort of like dimpling along the hairline here, but it's not because the wig cap itself is dimpling. It's because like whatever they use to like actually probably like steam, curl, or wave this wig, they put it like up here. So I'd also have to like smooth that out and just flat iron it, which honestly is fine. Not really the biggest deal. It takes like 2 seconds, but this is not a pop out of the bag, put on your head and go type of wig. It would need just like a little bit more styling. This is also a pretty heavy wig. I will give it that. I think you could definitely put in some like pigtails here and you wouldn't be able to see any part of the wig cap because the thickness of the wefts and the amount of wefts they have on here. So for under $10, definitely not the worst wig at all that I have come across, but also just like not the best. Up next guys, we have this 16-inch little, again, ombre number. In the picture, this looked way more of like a brown black into an actual purple, though in real life this seems very much almost like a navy blue, so definitely not the color I thought I ordered, so that's annoying. This one was also $9.99, so not a bad deal. Has bangs as well. This looks like a very thin wig. Like I can very clearly see the wig cap under here, though the wig cap is like the basically exact same color as the root color, so I think you could get away with it. But let me pop this one on and see how it fits. All right, well firstly, ignore the whole like bangs directly in my eye problem I have going on here. Bangs are always too long on me from wigs for some reason. That's easy to correct, just a quick snip snip. I do like the wig cap on this. God, hold on. I need to like pin these back. I cannot. All right, we're just gonna work with this for now. Ignore the whole like clip of my hair. Like I have to. It was literally like the strands of this are such thick plastic. It was literally like going directly into my eye. I do actually love the colorway of this wig. Like this really dark brown into this like navy blue, albeit it was supposed to be purple, like very clearly purple on the image. I actually kind of like this blue. It's so nice. And I thought this was gonna be like a really thin wig, but I think I could really get away with like movement of my head and no one seeing the wig cap underneath, because again, it's such a similar color to the actual root color. I don't think you'd ever be able to notice. This one is shedding quite a bit, so that's kind of annoying. Honestly though, tell me if I'm wrong, but I love this root color as like my natural color. Like as you all know, I have like really platinum blonde hair, and I always like fantasize about like going back to a more like natural color, right? And I think this might be it. Oh my god, did you guys just see that? Like an entire chunk just came off of this wig. It is like falling apart. That's disappointing. This would probably only get me like 2 or 3 wears before I think the strands would just like clump out of it, and then you could see the wig cap. So for honestly like $10, like, is this an everyday wig for me? No. And do I still expect better quality? Because I have gotten wigs off of Shein that are under $10 and they don't do this, but still a decent-ish wig nonetheless. Guys, I had to do it, okay? I saw this, and first thing, I don't think I own a wig this short, honestly. When I saw like the colors of this, I'm like, this is such a fun wig. I don't have any of like this full-on rainbowness type of wig in my collection, and I'm like, it's only $8.99 for under $10, for under $9. Let me give her a whirl. Sometimes with these more rainbowish wigs, like the in-between colors can get like real muddy. Even though this is obviously very much plastic that is dyed and not real hair, sometimes it just like the colors start blending together along the borders of the colors really weirdly and start looking just a little bit like low quality to me. But this is actually like really bright colors, love that. Also has bangs on it, that's nice. No combs on this one, but we do have the adjustable straps, that's nice. But let me pop this on. It has been a minute since I've had on this short of a wig, but let's give it a go. All right, well, first of all, like the whole weird like hair flipping at the endness of this is throwing me off a bit. I'm just gonna ignore that. And of course I will be clipping these friggin' bangs out of my way. I just cannot. Now, firstly, I would like to say this is like pretty decently thick of a wig. It's really like honestly too thick at the ends. I think if I wanted to go the route of trying to make this look even somewhat natural, I definitely have to thin out the actual ends of this. This one is not shedding at all though, which is really nice to see for this price. The wig cap is also not bubbling on me in any weird way, so love that. It does feel pretty secure for not having combs in it or anything, but I am happily surprised at the actual quality of this wig and for the thickness and weight of this wig. It actually is pretty nice. I mean, for $9, like you can't expect a whole lot. This is actually a really good price, especially considering that these colors aren't like weirdly muddying together. Up next, guys, we have a more natural looking wig here. This is a 26-incher again. This was also $9.99, and this is more of like a kind of medium brown with some like blonde highlights in it, and it has bangs, but they're like layered to this side on either side, kind of more of your like 70s-ish bangs. I have to like remark on something though. Oftentimes, a lot of these like cheaper wigs will come with like freebies in the bags. Oftentimes, there'll be like a wig cap, maybe some earrings, some hair ties, a comb, or in this case, some lashes, which is fine. Okay, cool, they're freebies, but these are quote unquote MAC lashes, which we know they're not. And it just so happens a lot of times like these companies that are outright ripping off other companies, like name brand companies and well-known companies, seem to have some issues with like some contaminants in their products, like lead, asbestos, stuff like that. So I want to just like give a PSA here. If you are someone buying especially cheap wigs, make sure before you like fully wear them, like either all day or out for an evening, make sure you wash them prior, because you don't know what's lurking on these wigs. I don't trust those companies, and especially ones that are giving you a freebie that's like a counterfeit product. Just a PSA on that. But back to the wig here. First of all, this wig looks totally worn already. Like, it is really tangled. I don't think someone like wore it out because the bottom curls are still pretty intact, but I can tell someone else has tried this on before. I'm gonna ignore that as well. This one does have 3 combs in it, love that. It does have that like dip of a wig cap line on it, so hopefully this does not go over my ears. Let me adjust it and slap her on. Guys, this is just not the wig for me. One, the color of this just ain't it for me. I think it's a little bit too neutral tone for my skin tone and a little bit too dark for my skin tone as well. That being said, like the hairline on this, despite the fact that obviously this has bangs, the hairline on it is like so non-existent. There's like no mesh underneath that's more of like a beige nude color. So it just looks like a wiggiest wiggy wig of all wigdom. It is just like not something that that could be convincing, which is really annoying because I specifically bought this as like a more natural hair colored wig, like a wig that would look like it actually came out of my head. So to have like such an egregious, like non-existent hairline is just very annoying. It's even more annoying because I love the cut of this. Like this whole like bang moment here is really giving me something. Like this is kind of like what I would want I've been on the hunt for like an actual brown wig that looks like natural hair, because 99% of my wig collection is like hair colors that like no one would ever have, right? They're not natural hair colors. And lately I've been wanting a wig just to like slap on real quick if I don't feel like doing my hair or I feel like being in a brunette mood that day. And I was hoping this one would be it, but unfortunately it just looks too wiggy, and also it's like tangling very easily. I have no doubts in my mind that wearing this for like less than an hour, everything would be clumped together. I'd probably lose a few inches because it would just start ratting up and like creeping up into itself like it's alive somehow. So this wig just ain't it. The cut is cute, so I'll keep that in mind for my future wig purchases, but just the quality of this is not even worth $10. Up last, guys, you know I love me a good pink, honestly like everything, but especially like a good pink wig. And this one, they're listing this as a 22-inch wig. This does not look like a 22-inch wig. This looks like at least a 24-inch, if not 26-inch wig. So not sure what that is about. I do like that this one is a little bit different than a lot of my other pink wigs because it's like a two-tone. I don't know if you can see. It's like half kind of like a cream color and then half like this pastel pink, which is just so beautiful, so cute. And guys, I got this one on such a good deal. This was $4.99. This one has the best hairline of them all. It's really more of a natural like tan color. Honestly, still tanner than I am, but hey, I'll take it as long as it isn't just like the wig color and that's it. This one also does have two combs in the front. That's nice. I also do have hopes because these bangs look really short, so I might be able to get away with not actually cutting them. But let me adjust this and put it on. Guys, I have sad news to report that I do think this is a defective wig, unfortunately. First of all, the bangs. Let's just address them. They're still too long. Ignore that. That's not my problem with this. If you can see, there's like a little hump going on right there. And at first I thought it was just like the hair itself and maybe I could like just press it down with a straightener or whatever. It doesn't matter. But it isn't. The frontal piece, which is like, what is that, like a 2x4 piece right here? It's like sewn too tight, so it has like a little dimpling in it, which honestly is not something I can easily fix. I would have to like open it up and re-sew it, which I'm not really ever going to do. I'm really disappointed because this is like a pretty heavy wig for especially the $5 that I got it for. And I do love this color so much. It's so pretty. The bangs are still way too friggin' long. I'd have to cut them, which is annoying because there's not much of them. If you can see right there, it's like they have a weft and then another weft that like goes into the frontal piece on this as part of the bangs. And it's like if you're gonna put two wefts in the front, make them thick wefts so at least like the top one covers up the underneath one. Otherwise, as I'm moving throughout the day, you most certainly would be able to see the track. So I don't know what they were trying to do there. I do still think I might keep this just for the hair of it. It's $5. I could like easily just like cut this and use it as like extension hair for something else and just glue it elsewhere, right? Because I do love the tone again of this pink and cream. It is just annoying that this is a defective item. I don't think I can fix it, unfortunately, but hey, for $5, it was at least worth trying out.